right, Sal, give us an update. Where are we at with training?
With training, wow. We are
All right, so training has looked a little different, but now the buildup is coming to an end here. Can you maybe highlight or explain some of those key workouts that will, I guess, help you tackle 250 miles?
Yeah, I experimented a lot in this training cycle. So one of the things that I tried was multiple back-to-back weekends, which actually was really helpful while writing my book, because I could spend like anywhere between 2 and 4 days with just lighter workouts, knowing that I was going to do a big training block on the weekend. So throughout this whole build-up, I have done 8 really big weekends. One weekend I did like 3 22-milers in a row. And then another weekend, I ran the Jackpot Ultra. I did a couple back-to-back 30-mile runs. 3 of my favorite blocks that I did. The first one was this really gnarly mountain hill repeat workout on Mount Baldy.
All right, 9 a.m.-ish, right?
Yeah, 9 a.m. This is a late start to a morning workout. Mount Baldy has been my training ground for a very long time. It's like home to me. I went up to Mount Baldy and I just thought, okay, my mindset for this whole training block has been, I know I'm just gonna be tired. Like, there's gonna hit a point where I go past 150 miles where it's like, everything's gonna feel tired. Running at even a 10-minute pace is gonna feel really fast. The race itself has over 40,000 feet of climbing in it. And so I know that my mind is going to be fatigued and it's probably gonna be hard to focus. And so my key workouts in this buildup have been centered around that mindset that this is gonna be long, it's gonna be hard, you're gonna be tired, you're gonna feel heavy and lethargic, and how are you gonna push through that? So I put together this workout on Mount Baldy, and it was 5 repeats of 3 miles. And we're going from about like 5,000 to 7,000 feet within those 3 miles of climbing, steep climbing on the road. It was originally supposed to be done on the trail, but we got a really big storm, and then the mountain roads are pretty steep and windy. So really grateful for you, Eddie, for going up there with me while I did that. So it was a solid day. It was at the very beginning of the training cycle. So I actually did that back in December. And that was like right when I was getting into shape. And so the workout, everything about it was everything that I was looking for, both mentally and physically. 5.
You.
Got that mountain bronchitis. Oh, this cold wind, man. All right, time to run down. 5, baby. So another one of my favorite training blocks was, I called it the Mountain Vert Camp. And the whole block was about climbing. I didn't really care about mileage. I didn't care about how fast I was going. I wanted to get in as much vert as possible. So it was a 3-day block. The first day was probably one of the hardest days, believe it or not, but it was in the gym. It is, I did a 3-hour workout in the gym, hill repeats on the treadmill. So I started off with like a 2-mile warm up on the treadmill, and then I did 10 by 30 seconds hard on a 10% incline, and that came out to like 4 miles. So it was like 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, and then I finished with some fast running. Once those 4 miles was done, I did kind of like a Metcon style weight circuit. So I picked like 5 exercises and I cycle through these 5 exercises with like 20 seconds rest in between. And then I got back on the treadmill. It was 2 miles of a completely different type of workout. So that 2 miles was 10 by 1 minute hard and fast, or at least I thought it was hard and fast after doing the weights. And then back for another cycle of weights. Anyway, you continue to do that until you hit 10 miles. I start the mountain camp this way because I want to go into the mountains tired. Day 2 was 19 miles with 7,400 feet of climbing. And then day 3 and the final day was 22 miles. That was one of the most encouraging, I'd say, training weekends that I've had. Just knowing, okay, we could climb on tired legs, but I do need to follow that up and say that it was really hard and I was very tired. And the days to follow, I had to have really good, solid recovery. So that's what's in the back of my head all the time is like, okay, well, this training block was only like 60 miles, and that's a very small percentage of mileage in comparison to Cocodona 250s. One of the things I love about the Coros watch is, and this is definitely not an advertisement, and maybe other watches do this too. I don't know, I've been using Coros for so long, but it tells you how steep of a grade you're at any given time. So right now, this is a 31% grade. Nice and steep. Another bench. We are completely socked in, so no view, but it does feel good to hit another peak today. Here we go. You tagged. Two peaks, 5,500 feet of climbing in 9.5 miles. Pretty awesome. One of the things that I know to be true about me is that just like a normal buildup in training, I believe that I need a buildup into the heat. So today's workout is not going to be like a fast, or how many miles can I get in. This is about being in the heat. So 2 things I'm focusing on are climbing, so getting some vert, and being in the heat, just feeling it and making myself work through it, making sure I'm getting in my nutrition and I'm moving well and paying attention to the signs that my body gives me when I'm in extreme heat. So this is extreme heat, and I know to be wise in it. I pay attention to my heart rate. I pay attention to just how I'm feeling. I've had a couple bad training days out here too, where I know, okay, I need to turn around and I need to go back to my car and cool off. Like, I'm not responding well. And that's typically in the beginning of heat training. Feel the stang. Mustang Sally.
Wow.
Couldn't resist this shirt.
Good one.
It's a good one. My third key workout that I did was a desert workout. So we went out to Palm Desert and we're in like 90 Fahrenheit, 36 Celsius degrees. And you know, I was able to get in some pretty solid heat. So my training block in Palm Desert was about just climbing in the heat. Same thing, I didn't really care about mileage. It was just, let's go out for 3 or 4 hours and just be in the heat. Let's eat, let's drink, see how we feel, let's see how we're adjusting. And that was really encouraging too, because I was able to snap back into the heat pretty well. And you know, it was only a few hours at a time, but like anything, easing into heat training is something that I take seriously. So it's just little by little. It's setting me up for what's ahead because I'm looking at the temperatures already in Phoenix, which is really close to where the start line is for Cocodona 250, and it's already in the 90s. And I think that race day is gonna be nice and toasty, so. And a penny.
Dude.
Oh my gosh,
Look at
our
that.
lucky day. 31 cents. I mean, I don't think anybody takes change anymore, but this is good luck. Lucky penny. Look at that. It's gonna be a good training day. I found 31 cents.
All right, Sal, you are 20 days out from race day of Cocodona 250. All the training, hard training's done. Looking forward now. How are you feeling today?
I'm excited just to start the journey, just to get out in the desert and really see what this race is all about. Like any race, it could just be race jitters, but I always feel like, man, I need a couple more weeks to train. I want a little bit more build up time, but you know, at the end of the day, it's going out there and learning as much as I can. And it's my hope that I want to learn as much as I can and then take that and apply it to Tahoe, and then take Tahoe and apply it to Bigfoot, and then Bigfoot apply it to Moab. Like, I want to be able to build upon everything. So right now I'm going in as a full-blown rookie, and I'm excited about that. And yeah, I can't believe that we're 20 days out. It's here, it's getting close. Physically, I'm very grateful to be injury-free. I have been sleeping longer, which is really good. So my sleep is good and my body feels good. And I know that fitness is there. And now it's time to taper and just really take care of myself and make sure that I get to the start line rested, strong, and ready to make the 250-mile trek.